Hi there, welcome back to my Matplotlib series of tutorials. This is number 10 and I'm going to be talking about step plots. So a step plot is what exactly you can see on my screen. There are three different step plots here, but just consider the blue one. A step plot is comprised of several baselines. This has a meaning in discrete analysis, so step plots are widely used in discrete analysis, and they're designed such that with respect to the x value change, which you can see here from 0 to 14, you want to understand at what exact x value the y value change has occurred. For example, looking at the step plot in blue, at 0, which is the x value for that specific point, the y value changes from 2 to 2.5. Then from 0 to 1 on the x value, there is not any y value change. However, at x equals to 1, the y value changes from 2.5 to somewhere around 2.8. So this is an example of a step plot. I'm going to show you how to build a very simplistic one and also how to make it more sophisticated with more information on it. I'm also going to show you how to change parameters to really respect your data, as well as a very good example of how to combine step plots with some other plots. Before we dig in, I would really appreciate if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos. Thank you, and let's roll. Welcome back. Let's start by making a Jupyter notebook, giving it a proper name, lib_number 10, and this one is for step plot. Import the library Matplotlib, import pyplot as plt, and import numpy because we will need numpy, import numpy as np. Like always, I like to make a blank canvas of fixed size equals 7 by 7. plt, the function we're going to be using today is first plot, then we will move to the step plot, and then plt show. So if you run this, this is going to give you a blank canvas, but we don't have any data. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a new cell up the top. Just going to copy my data from my other Jupyter notebook. So the link to the data and the Jupyter notebooks is in the description below. Feel free to go download and follow along with me if you want to. So let's run this. I have just 5 elements in the x variable and 5 elements in the y variable. So if I plot x and y, this is going to give me a line plot, and I'm just going to give it a color of red so that I can make it distinct with a step plot. This is the line plot and how that looks. However, if you did a step plot for the same x and y, you will see that it follows the trend and intercepts the line plot at those given values for x and y. If I comment out the line plot, you will see what a step plot looks like. The first point is at 1 and 1, so x at 1 and y at 1, and then 3 and 9. So you can see that at x equals 3, we have the value of 9 on the baseline, and then that keeps going up. But the question is, does the change happen right here? Does the change happen right here? Or does the change happen in the middle? Let's go to the official website of the step function. So this is the Matplotlib official website for a step function. We have the x value, we have the y value. We can change the format. I'm going to talk about this in short. We have the data, and the next variable is where. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Do you want it pre, mid, or post? Let's start with the format. I'm just going to change the format of what we see here. So if I put up arrows in green, I'm going to lose the line, which I don't really want to lose the line. I'll add a dash there so that it will give me the line variable as well. And these little triangles are a product of this up triangle sign, but they're sitting at the end of each value, which is the default. So if I use the where variable and say pre, I will see them at the beginning. If I put it at mid, they will move to the mid value. And if I put them post, they will be shifted to the end. you can see that this changes how I view my data. Because if I uncomment the line plot that we had before, now the step plot is sitting underneath the line plot. If I put it mid, it will move in between the step plot. And if I make it pre, you can see that it looks like this. So depending on what you're doing and what kind of discrete analysis you're performing, this will change, and it can change. Now, let's move on to the aesthetics of putting a title on it. Awesome step plot. Give it a X label of X label. I understand that this is dummy, but I'm just trying to make you repeat what you already know with aesthetics. So a title, a Y label, and an X label. What I also can do is PLT add a grid so that I can read the data easier. And if you want to make it less strong, just add transparency to it. The next thing I was going to talk to you about was combining step plots with other plots. We've already done it with combining a step plot to a line plot, but can we add a bar chart to this? Let's try and say PLT of bar for X and Y. This is quite handy, and it can be really handy in some in probably conveying a bit of more information in one plot. So what you can see here, at X value of 1, which is here, the Y value is 1. Then there is nothing for X value of 2, but there is a value for X value of 3, and that reads 9 on the Y value. So that's what these bar charts are for. As we talked about step plots, they are very much used in discrete analysis, and I'm not really going to go into much deeper than this. That's pretty much all I had for the step plots. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos. I have a lot of content coming on pandas, Python, Seaborn, so stay tuned.